Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Cameron Walsh with Gernot Friche bringing you the Classic Teams Championship Lotus 79 Strength of Field race here at Circuit Zolder, week number 2, Sunday, 16:30 GMT, high noon for the EST guys, the guys on the Eastern Coast. Gernot Friche qualifying in first with a 120.474. Matt Pawelski with a 120.862. Mills and Doby, followed by Ventura, Garrison Jr., and Kurtz, the top 7. Keep that in mind. The slowest qualifying, a 125.635. That is a 5-second difference. That's the kind of cars we're dealing with here. Strap in tight. Get your helmet even on tighter. We're at Circuit Zolder for 33 cars, 38 laps, and here we go. Off the grid. Lots of colors, all mingling together. Lots of sliding around. Very cold tires. 65 degrees as they go into a very tight turn 1. As we will see, will anyone make contact? Dorval, yes, he will get into the back of Gary Larson, who will go into the grass, try to keep it away from all the other cars. Do not want to cause that turn 1 crash, as it will not happen. Dorval, though, losing every position that he had qualified for. Heavily damaged front end wing, as Larson will get tagged by, I believe it was the Irish racing car, as we'll see how far that gets him. Looks like that hit right in his steering area, as the right side steering, as the Lotus will lead through the very fast right-hand turn before the first chicane. A lot of dust is going to be kicked up there today as they go in. Quick left, quick right. Watch out for that curbing. That curbing is going to destroy your car. It's going to bend up your front arrow. It's going to curve up your sides. Stay off of it at all costs. Not much you can do here, though. Very, very hard to overtake in that chicane, but a lot of people could try to take it too wide, as Larson will hit in the back of Vincent Chevette. That Lotus, or that Ferrari being a little bit more damaged than he possibly thought. Chevette will continue. Larson losing it at the top of the hill. Air got under it, threw it up into the wall, and the safety crew will get him out. No safety car here. Safety cars weren't invented back then. Helicopters, on the other hand, were, as well as replays. They'll go into the woods. They will bring up the replay. Daniel Garrison Jr., massive slide to the right. He will save it, keep it off that giant cement wall, which is really handy in these cars, as you can just see the massive amount of sliding. Whoever didn't slide, Mr. Barry West from the Terrell Team UK, he will make up 2 positions. Will he make 3? No. As there was just so much going on here. You can watch a replay of the first lap over and over again, as we'll go on board super slow motion here with the perfectly matching helmet of Gernot Friche with the beautiful Essex Lotus. As now we'll go back to live pictures. Andrea Ventura in his Ligier chasing Sam Doby in his Williams, being followed by 2 Daniels. I believe that is Daniel Kurtz and Daniel, I can't think of the other last name at the time right now, as we'll go to Matt Pawelski. Big slide there. That's kind of a big moment. You really cannot let the Lotus get away from you. I believe that might very well be the closest Matt will get to that Lotus. As we will now go into where the main action happened, the meat grinder of cars, I will call it today, as pretty much position 8 through, I'd say, up to 14th. We're all within 20 seconds, as just a lot of shoving and pushing and a lot of cars being placed in places here at Circuit Zolder where the track marshals might go, "Excuse me, sir, don't put your car there. I'm trying to not have to wave this flag." As Vito will get into the dirt, as they prove my point, damaging his car a little bit further. Both cars will continue. If there's anything here at Circuit Zolder to take away from it, is that these cars can run practically on no arrow at all, if that's what we prove. As Garrison Jr., that's the Daniel I was thinking of. Garrison Jr. In the Occidental, Kurtz in the Dickerson's of Perth car. I might have that backwards. I'm going to apologize if I do. As speaking of damage, those curbings really taking out of Roy Stevens' Osella car, as they'll go by a lapped car. The lapped car packed up pretty much everybody from P8 to, I'd probably say, P20 at this point. This is in the very beginning of the race as he's chasing down Pickford. Pickford in the ATS. He started in 20th. I believe he will finish far ahead as Ferry Jr., Pickford, and Roy Stevens are all trying to fight for position. Pickford will go on the inside. that Ferry Jr. will get loose. We'll go on board with Cameron Walsh in the shadow car, just powering it down on the inside, just trying to keep it going in a straight line as we'll power through there. Rana right behind him following, as Rana will go on the outside of turn 2, where you really depends on where you get the power down, as he will complete the pass, but a lap later he will hit the curbing that the curbing of death at that point, because that'll launch you into the air, that'll launch you into the wall. Personally, I wish that would go away, but I don't think that's going to happen. A lot of front end damage. You can see a lot of the fins getting torn up. Mangan goes on the inside and makes the pass, and coming off of the final, what I would call the final hairpin turn, he will spin it around, getting past as Pinella also overpowers. Very easy to screw up this turn. It's the first turn where your arrow actually matters going into it, and if you dinged up your fin or your right side without realizing it into the curbings of the chicanes, you're going to find out there when the car loops around on you. Hanchez with a heavily damaged front wing will let a couple cars go by as he continues his campaign. Gernot Fritsche, we're pretty much going through the race as I wouldn't say it went single file, but if we try to get all of the battles in, we would not be able to. And here is where the drama starts. Lap 30, 8 laps to go. Barry West leading Simpkins, getting chased by, I'd say, 4 more cars, all in the lead lap, all in the same speed. Not the lead lap, all on the same lap, trying to get positions. Pawelski in second, trying to get the lap on Simpkins, but he is not able to do it. Simpkins really wants to get Baz, really wants to catch up to Barry West. Pawelski, I wouldn't say far behind Gernot, but certainly not as close as Simpkins is to Baz, as Pawelski will try on the inside. This is a great part to let him go by Simpkins, but that will not happen. He will try to stick his nose into the bottom of Pawelski. Not very smart, slowing them both down, but that's just the emotion of chasing a car. You get that blood in your nose, you smell that blood, you really want to get that position. Simpkins, this might be his only time. Baz kind of loses it, goes into the right side grass, as they will go too wide into the turn. Simpkins will probably go by. Mills, who we're on board with, had to lock it up as Sam Doby, that Williams car, not a lapped car. That is for 3rd and 4th. That is a huge position in the closing stages of the race, as Mills is desperately trying to get past these lapped cars and see if he can't get by, see if he can't get away from Sam Doby. Sam Doby hoping to take advantage of these lapped cars and maybe make up a position, as they will try to go onto the inside. They both will go on the inside of Simpkins, as I'm sure Barry will let them by no problem, especially for a teammate in a battle as Mark Fisher goes by. Oh, there's Cam Walsh's only off-track of the day. No positions lost. I believe that was the only off-track, as we'll go with Molina, Azevedo, and Hanchez in the 14th, 15th, and 16th. Lots of damage. Everybody's got front-end damage. The curbing here is violent and vicious. Sam Doby in the Williams, he's in 4th. He'll go off in the grass. Will he hit anything? No. He keeps it a good place to do that. Missed the curbs of death. Will rejoin as Baz goes by. I'm sure he'll get that back a lap later, as Pickford chasing down cars. Andrea Ventura in 6th. He will give the room to Pickford. Knows that his race is cemented. Pickford, not cemented at all. You've got, I believe this is 4 laps left. You've got pretty much positions 8 through, I'd say, 14 still open for grabs. 36 out of 38, and this is up for grabs indeed, as they go too wide into the chicane. You can't really do that, but they managed to pull it off, as Pinella will get in the dirt and have to go wide. As just these violent chicanes, you can see those gray bump chicanes damaging pretty much every single car, as just a long line, as Carlos Molina of the Irish Racing will pull off. I'm not sure. I believe that might be for fuel, but I'm not certain. As we'll go on with Barry West and Mangan. Mangan going across on the chicane. Might be a good pass. No. Barry clips him, spins him around. Pinella hits in the back of him and gets clipped by Pickford. Pinella is done. His Lotus gets off of the track as the other cars try and get together, as that might be the only action left. We don't have any time because Gernot Fritsche is going to take the win. Here he's going right and then left, right and then left again. He has won here at Circuit Zolder as my animals go crazy and start attacking each other. These cars had all went crazy and attacked each other, going over the curbing, going into each other, going into the dirt. I will say that the CTC mechanics had a lot of work, as Fritsche will win over Pawelski, as the first starting 7 finished exactly where they started, which is not what you would expect to hear, especially here with all of the drama, with all of the lapped cars. What are you doing? Oh my goodness, cat is nuts. Colonel Fritsche has gotten his win here at Circuit Zolder. We'll look at the standings quickly. 152 as Fritsche's still in the lead. Doby gets a position in a second. Mills getting into third position now, as we'll look at the Constructors' Championship. The Ligier now in first. The Team Terrell, Team UK, in second, with the Williams team in third, with the Essex Lotus team in fourth. On the window looking in as we get ready to head to Spa, another track in the local area of Zolder. I'm going to bed now. You all take care. You all have a good night, and we will see you at Spa.